So from one whole duck, look what I've got. I've got the duck breasts, that's one, and then the duck fillets, which we can use to cook quickly off for a little stir fry or to top a little salad or something. Then we've got the duck legs, then we've the wings, and then I trimmed off all the extra fat. So from that I've got two things. I've got that we'll have the lovely little crispy grillons and the liquid duck fat, which one can use for all kinds of things, roast potatoes, and indeed, for that matter, for cooking the legs to make a duck confit, which was a way of preserving the legs. And you can take them out later and roast them and have them with beans or lentils or roast potatoes, or put them on top of a salad. Apart from that, then I had the giblets, which I roast with the carcass, with some aromatic vegetables, onions, carrots, outside stalks of celery. Put those into the oven, let them take a little bit of colour. We'll make a stock from that. And then the giblets are, as you know, the neck, the gizzard and the heart, and the liver. But don't put the liver into the stock pot because it would make it a little bit bitter apart from anything else, but it's much more valuable to make duck liver patty with it. Just cook off the livers in a little bit of butter, salt and pepper, add a drop of brandy to it, and then whiz it up with lots of butter and add in some thyme leaves as well. But overall, when you count all of the various things, these are the little grillons here, I think I get 10 or 11 different uses from that one duck. So I've certainly got my 22 euros worth of value from it. And there's one final thing that I do. When the carcasses come out of the stock, I go back over them, and there's bound to be just some little bits of meat still on it. So I scrape those off the bones, and then into that I'll add, to season it up a bit, I'll add in some little sprigs of thyme into it. Or you could, in France quite often, they add a little cacio e pepe, the little 4 spice to it. And then I'm just going to cover that with some duck fat. Look, this is a way of preserving as well, because years ago people just didn't waste anything, and this is just good thrifty housekeeping, but every single thing is delicious as well. So just put it down, make sure that the little bits of duck, make sure it's covered with the fat, because if it's covered with the fat it will keep for not just days but weeks in your fridge. And because the fat seals it and keeps out the air and stops it from deteriorating, and then you can make some toasted sourdough bread and just slather that over it. Absolutely delicious. So that's like a little, they call it duck rillette, but it's like a little potted duck as well.